doing a video of the MH12 Pro while driving. Right, that is.
This is the Nitecore MH12 Pro, Nitecore's first flashlight to utilize their proprietary LED, the UHI from NiteLab. I haven't been able to find much information on the UHI series emitters. I think Candle Power Forums have done some testing on the 40 and 20, I think, but the only thing I've been able to really find is their introduction of the emitter itself. So this is the box that the MH12 Pro comes in, 3300 claim lumens, 505 meter throw, ultra high intensity LED inside, new generation tailor-made flashlight LED. So this is what I found interesting. I've never seen this on a flashlight box. Caution, possible dangerous radiation. Don't look into the light. May be dangerous for your eyes. Well, photons and light is essentially electromagnetic radiation, but I don't exactly know why they worded it that way. Accessories included USB Type-C charging cable, holster, and it does come with a 5.3 amp hour 21700. This is the NL2153HP. HP stands for high performance. This is a 20 amp continuous 21700. So this particular cell is rated for 20 amp continuous. The battery itself is like $23, $24 on Nitecore Store's website, so it does come with a $23 battery. Keep that. Powered by 21700 or 18650, discharge current over 15 amps. This particular LED does pull a large amount of current, especially at 3300 lumens. So if you do have a 21700 that isn't rated for at least 15 amps, I don't know if I would use it. Since it does come with a battery, I wouldn't really worry too much about that. So we'll take all the stuff out of the box. Holster. There's the USB Type-C. I've got plenty of these laying around anyway, so it doesn't really matter what cable you use, but it does come with one. And standard accessories, no surprise there. The instruction manual and your warranty card, which I never use. I've got plenty of these laying around. And this particular piece is a warranty card, which I've got a lot of these laying around. And then there is the little battery tab that goes behind the negative when you first get the light. So here is the light itself. As you can expect, the machining on it is fantastic. Nitecore's always done a good job on their machining. Feels pretty solid, feels pretty well built. So the first thing you'll notice is the reflector on this light is actually very shallow. It's a lot more shallow than I was expecting it to be, but because that diode is so small in the middle, that shallow reflector doesn't really seem to matter when it comes to throw. This thing does have a relatively tight hotspot, and I'll show you guys that. This light has two switches. You have an electronic switch on the side and a forward tactical pneumatic switch on the back. So this is the main activation. By pressing this button on the opposition, it won't do anything. You've got to turn the light on first. So there's your battery indicator on the side, and there's your output levels. So that's pretty cool, actually. So there's the 21700 that's included with the light. And there is your negative contact plate right there. So the light right now is about 3.2 feet up, or 1 meter. And then to give you a comparison, you see how tight that hotspot is. There is the Phoenix TK16 2.0. So the Nitecore's on the left, and the Phoenix is on the right. You see just how tight that hotspot actually is. To show you guys exactly what it looks like in comparison to other emitters, there's the SST70 on the right, and the UHI40 on the left. Quite a small LED. 4 constant lights is 75 to 100, 3 lights 50 to 75, 2 lights 25 to 50, and then 1 0 to 25%. The intensity is 63,500, which is actually really high for a light this small. Makes it the perfect EDC. And then there are your dimensions. The length is 138 millimeters. The head diameter is about 26. Tube in 26. Tail diameter 27. And the weight is 82. It actually has 5 modes of output. There's your low, medium, high, turbo. And if you hold the electronic switch and click the forward tactical switch and let off the electronic, that is your ultra low mode. Supposedly this is 1 lumen, so it does have an ultra low mode. Now, unfortunately, ultra low is not memorized, so if you turn it off and turn it back on, it goes into low. Okay, so this thing has something called user mode selection. You have daily mode and you have tactical mode. So all you do is you just press and hold the electronic switch and halfway press the tactical switch for 5 seconds. And it should flash once, meaning you're in daily mode. So now daily mode means you can just switch through the modes normally. So let's go into low mode, turn the light off. It essentially stays in low mode. Now press and hold halfway tack switch on the back. It'll flash twice, letting you know you're in tactical mode. And then you let off the electronic switch, and now you're in tactical mode. So what that means is the rear primary switch is always going to go into the high mode, no matter what, even if you switch modes. So we're going to drop down to the single mode, let off, and it's still going to be in that high mode. So that's tactical mode. Then daily mode means it'll just memorize whichever mode you had it on last. There's one more really cool thing about this light that I noticed when I first got it, but I wasn't 100% sure what it was. Do you see that little hole on the right side of the emitter? That is a proximity sensor. So essentially what that does is if you have the light on the highest mode possible and you have it up against a blanket or in your pocket or something like that, it should sense that something is too close to it and it will kick down to a lower output, preventing a possible fire or burning of anything. So that is the Nitecore MH12 Pro. I will take this thing outside when it gets dark and show you what it can do outside. Thanks for watching. So I've got the Nitecore MH12 Pro with the UHI 40.